Well, they are designer sunglasses, but they're at knockoff price.
Oh, Jesus fucking hell. I'm not late, Dan. I'm always bang on time on a Thursday. Welcome to Thursday's edition of Snack Attack. So we're kind of watching Christmas movies over there. So I think Rachel's having a bit of a snooze on the sofa. So I suppose we need to kind of maybe go this way and get cracking, because I think we've got a bit of a mission today. Any of you who were around last weekend when I met Mozzie, we went to this really nice Italian restaurant. Happy Hour TV, good evening. Charlie CTID, good evening. Big Toe Dan, Mrs. Jungles. Anna, Drunken Master, hello, how is everyone? So we went to this restaurant, just a northerner, good evening, how are you, dude? We went to this restaurant and I tried this Italian food called Arancini. And do you know what? It was really, really, really delicious. Good evening, Gunnar. How are you, dude? Welcome to Thursday's edition of Snack Attack. I had to think what day it was then. So I've kind of got a recipe here, but I'm going to use it as a guide because I have got some of the ingredients. But I'm going to kind of change it up a little bit and make it exactly a little bit different, if that kind of makes sense at all. So the ingredients here is basically, we've got olive oil, butter, an onion, garlic, risotto rice, dry white wine, some chicken stock, some parmesan, some lemon zest, mozzarella, and then we need some oil for frying and some plain flour and some eggs and, just a few extras. But I actually thought of kind of changing it up a little bit. So I've got some mini mozzarella balls, and I was going to wrap those balls in some Parma ham, and then we were going to coat it in the rice ball. We'll get onto it. So, I have changed the recipe up a little bit. So hopefully it's all going to go according to plan. But, if it doesn't, we're just going to have kind of rice to eat. Very nice rice, in fact. I've had arancini in Italy, and it's proper lush and very, very filling. Yeah, no, when I was in this Italian restaurant, I kind of chose something a little bit different off the menu that I've never had before. And I was like, I'm going to give these a go, and they're really, really good. I've had a look at a few recipes on the internet, and it seems fairly kind of straightforward. I think we're going to go over the hour kind of show that's generally planned, but it might be an hour and a half, something like that. But if you don't mind spending a little bit of extra time with us, hopefully we're going to get some amazing, delicious rice balls with mozzarella centres. So the first thing that the instructions sort of say is heat the oil and the butter in the saucepan until foamy, add the onion, a pinch of salt, and gently fry for 15 minutes. So we actually need to chop our onion. I'm going to use a red onion because I thought a red onion would be sort of quite nice for this. Jade Stone, thank you for the host. Right, let me get you down onto where the action's going to happen, just about there. I need a chopping board. And we're going to chop our onion. Yeah, I think it's foamy oil because you put the butter in. And when you heat butter a little bit, it does kind of go a little bit bubbly. I think if we were Chef's Drunken Master, we'd maybe call it foamy. But I'm not really a chef, as you guys know. So we're going to call it bubbly, I think. Bubbly or foamy, whatever you want. Bubbly or foamy. So there's our red onion. And it says to chop it finely. So we're going to cut it a bit like this. Really, I should probably be having TTS on, because that might make our lives a little bit easier. But you know, I like my life to be really difficult. It just adds to the fun, I think. So we're kind of chopping the onion as fine as I can get it. It's gonna be absolutely fine, Anna. And with you guys helping me a little bit, we're gonna do this, and it's gonna be absolute perfection. So that's probably good. Has anyone ever had a go at making this? Because it seems fairly kind of straightforward. It does seem fairly straightforward. But I know what you mean. Just a northerner. These are really, really, really super tasty. So there you go. There's our meow. Inuvik, thank you for the 5 bits, dude. Welcome to tonight's edition of Snack Attack. So we're gonna have a go at making arancini in Inuvik. I think I'm gonna need a fairly large saucepan. I think I'm gonna go for that saucepan there, because I think it's bigger is better. You're a simple sort of food person. I don't think these rice balls are really arty-farty. I think they're really quite sort of simple. Once you see what we're doing on Barbie Gamer, I think you'll be able to do it like easy peasy Japanesey. So what do I need? 15 grams of butter. I'm not really sure what 15 grams of butter looks like. Let me dry the knife. Let me wash it and then dry it. Because otherwise my butter's going to be all... Should I weigh it? I probably should weigh it, shouldn't I? Oh, because of cheese, okay. I see. We see, said the blind man. Right, let's put the scales there. Let's have a little plate. 15 grams of butter then. That's probably about... 18 grams, I'll go with that. 16 grams even, yeah, so we'll go with 16 grams of butter. There's a beer in here, Barney Gamer. I think I'm going to go for a beer, that's going to help. That is going to help all things cook along. Lola, what are you doing? You can't be up here. Go over here. Okay, so we've already added the magic ingredient, Great Scott, some cat hair. Cat hair always works really well with a little bit of cooking. No, she didn't eat the butter. The butter's just here. I'll put it in the saucepan. So that's all good. And then how much olive oil? Well, it says olive oil, but I'm just going to use vegetable oil, to be honest. There's my tablespoon measurer. Six bloody good evening, how are you, dude? Welcome to this evening's Snack Attack. So, anyone that's new in the channel, anyone that's old in the channel, Thursday night we do a little bit of cooking, and it generally turns out okay. There has been 1 or 2 occasions where it kind of hasn't gone quite according to plan, but that's a story for another day. Shall I use a spoon or a spatula? I think a spatula is probably going to be better on this occasion. So, I think I'm going to have to put you, let me move some stuff around, because I want you to kind of see what we're actually getting up to. We've got some pre-made chicken stock from Tesco's, so we're going to need that. Destroying the kitchen already. The balls that we had in... there you go. It's already... Turn that down a little bit. So the butter's melting quite nicely. I don't know whether you can see that very well. But that to me, Drunken Master, looks like it's going foamy. It's got some bubbles on the top, so we're going to whack the onions in. Beautiful. Just like that. And we just want to fry these a little bit now until they go translucent. I'm just going to turn it up a little bit now. Now I've got our cold onions in. I should probably be wearing an apron, but you know how it goes. I always like to live life on the edge a little bit. Beautiful Bernard. Beautiful Bernard. So, Anna, how are you this evening? I hope that you've had a good week. Yeah, you can see that. That's probably a much better position. I'll probably put you up a little bit so you can have a look in the pan, maybe. That's probably that is probably the best view that you're ever going to get on Snack Attack. So the onions are just frying away. They said 15 minutes. What have we got? We've got 43 on the clock. So I suppose somewhere around about 55 is going to be perfect. And I don't think it really matters so much whether the onions aren't as well cooked or translucent, because by the time we're finished, it's all going to be hunky dory. While we're waiting for that, I think I should be probably weighing my rice. I've got this risotto rice here, and we want 350 grams. I'm going to do it in a bowl, actually. It's probably the best place to weigh it. A pair of scissors might be also very useful at this stage. Are you keeping an eye on the onions, please, Inuvik? We don't want these to burn. I'm going to turn that down a little bit. But they do smell really good, actually, the onions. Fried onions are always the best, whether you're making hot dogs or anything, really. So on 350 grams of rice. I should hopefully be able to keep up with chat quite well today. Well, 350, beautiful. 351. That is as close as we're gonna get. That's as close as we're gonna get today. So the onions are cooking really nicely, actually. So the recipe says cook the onions for about 15 minutes or until softened and translucent. Add the garlic and cook for another minute. Now I've got this squeezy garlic, so I'm just going to squeeze some of that in. It's nearly all gone, so I'm just going to squeeze the whole tube in when it comes to it. Yeah, that'd be plenty. Is that a clove? I've got some actually in the fridge as well, so yeah, that'll be fine. Add some sugar. I don't think I need to be adding any sugar at this stage, Drunken Master. But the beer's definitely going to help with the cooking tonight. Onions with melted cheese, sarnie and salad cream. You know, that does sound like it could be quite... nice, actually. So yeah, the onions look as though they're cooking quite well. Squeezy garlic, I don't know actually. It's got best before date of March 2023. So I'll probably say that just over a year or something. Just over a year. Cherry Page, how are you? I am experimenting. Again, you've probably realised from being in my chats that I kind of say something and then it's like, oh my god, we're going to have to do this now. The other week I met Red Mozzie up in Birmingham. I also bumped into Ticken, and it was a really, 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 really fantastic weekend. We went to this Italian restaurant on the Friday night and I ordered arancini and I was like, yes, I'm going to cook these on Thursday. And there's probably plenty of you in chat that witnessed me say that. And we've got to kind of do it. So we're at the first stage at the moment. We put the oil and the butter in the pan. I've finally chopped some onion, or a onion. And it looks like they are kind of cooking. They are going a little bit sort of translucent, as the recipe says. They've probably been in there for nearly 10 minutes. So actually, I think I'm going to whack the garlic in. It says a clove of garlic, Mrs. Jungles. And I think that that is well and truly a clove of garlic. So that is perfect. I have diversified from the recipe a little bit in the way that I'm going to add some Parma ham I'm going to wrap the mozzarella balls in Parma ham. And that should make, like, the centres really kind of super, super, super delicious. That's like 2.5, 3 cloves. Oh no, that's fine, that's fine. You know, I like garlic and I don't think it's going to be too bad. Ticken wants to see the trays. You're going to have to wait for the trays, Ticken. Gonna have to wait for the trays. So once we've put the garlic in, we've got to cook for a minute. And then it says stir in the rice and pour in the wine. I think I'm going to measure the wine first, and then there's going to be no catastrophes. How much wine do I need? 150 mils. It says dry white wine, but I've got the end bottle of this, and I think that's going to be actually just perfect. It doesn't matter, I don't think, whether you use dry white wine. I don't think it actually even matters if you use like red wine. As long as, you know, you're kind of adding flavour to the thing. So we've got to add the rice into our mixture. So great Scott, in goes our risotto rice. And it says, stir in the rice and cook for a further minute. So that's what we're doing. We're just kind of, I think it's a bit like doing a paella. You've just got to kind of stir the rice around until it all gets coated in the oil. And I suppose you don't want it to go really too popcorny, but that's the rice that's gone in. And then it says pour in the wine, bring to the boil, and cook until the liquid is reduced by half. Oh, hang on a moment. Then pour in the wine, bring to the boil, and cook until the liquid is reduced by half. Pour in half the... Okay, so we're going to pour this in first. That is a really, really nice sound. I like the way that that kind of goes. And we want to turn that up a little bit. So yeah, now this is a big experiment as to how it's going to turn out, and I think what's going to happen is once I've made these rice balls, I'm going to leave a portion in the fridge for dinner tomorrow, and the other kind of portion we're going to eat tonight, because you know we've got Taste-O-Vision on this channel, and it's going to be kind of perfecto. So I've got to wait until this reduces by half. I suppose I can get rid of the chopping board now, can't I? Anna, can you do us a favour, please? Can you just keep an eye on the rice and the wine, and just give us a shout if I need to kind of do something. I'm just going to wash this chopping board quickly, and then probably have a bit of beer, and we're going to be well and truly owning it. That's what we're going to do. So that was that rinsed. I don't think I need to really wash it too well because it's only had onion in it. And no, Anna's an expert in the kitchen. So right, that is. I think that's definitely reduced by half. So we're going to get our first tub of stock or whatever. If you're a genius, you can probably make stock yourself, but I'm not really that much of a genius, and we're just sticking in the first container of stock. So it's all gone kind of brown and smells alright actually. It smells kind of maybe oniony. That's what it smells like, oniony. And we want to kind of bring that to the boil. So it says pour half the stock in first, and I've got 2 of these, so the second one will go in shortly. But the second one goes in bit by bit. You can use vegetable stock. The restaurant that I went in said that the rice was cooked in a beef ragu. I'm not quite sure what they mean by a beef ragu. But the rice is slowly going to absorb all that chicken stock and start to become really super delicious. You know, we've got the flavour of the onion, the butter, the garlic, and the chicken stock. I don't quite know what the chicken stock tastes like. It's probably just like a watery chicken gravy. That's probably what it's like. So this part of the recipe is going to take us about 20 minutes, 25 minutes. So the piece of paper says. It's lekker. I think if Virago was in chat, he would say that lekker means delicious or tasty, something like that. My Dutch isn't really that good, but I think that's what lekker means. It means tasty. It means super delicious. Slipstream, good evening, how are you? Welcome to tonight. Oh, lekker means tasty, cool. That is good. Mr. Frilly is also another Dutchman, so yeah, hopefully we'll have a whole group of Dutch people in the chat. We need really Italians in the chat, don't we? So what we're making tonight, Slipstream, is arancini. When I was in, I was going to say Bournemouth, but we haven't quite made it to Bournemouth yet. When I was in Birmingham, we went to this Italian restaurant and I had these arancinis, and they're basically like rice balls stuffed with mozzarella and coated in breadcrumbs and sort of deep fried. Now, I've got a recipe off the internet and I'm gonna kind of follow the recipe close, but what I'm gonna do when it comes to putting the mozzarella in the middle is I'm gonna actually wrap the mozzarella in pancetta, it's a really thin, salty, delicious ham, and I think that's just gonna add an extra dimension to the rice balls. So slowly the liquid's going to be absorbed by the rice, and I think I'm going to pour the other jug of stock into the jug that we've got out. So there we go. That's in the jug, and it says add it like bit by bit. This next half of stock. So I think the key to making kind of a risotto is that you don't want it too wet and runny. You want it to be sort of like a paella, really. Sort of almost dry. Because what we're going to have to try and do is we're going to try and have to form this rice into balls. So it looks like we're soaking in a hot tub. Well, maybe we should be in pools, beaches and hot tubs. But no, the rice seems to be kind of absorbing what do you call it, the chicken stock. I'm just going to turn that down a little bit because we don't want that to kind of go too absorbing. It does. It looks like it's going to be really good. So we're just going to have to keep our fingers crossed, Kaz, that it is going to go all according to plan. I think you've got a really good view there today, haven't you? That is a really good view. So once we've cooked the rice in the stock and the onion, the wine, we need to stir in a little bit of parmesan and some lemon, like a zest of lemon, to kind of give it, I suppose, another dimension of flavour. So we've got the garlic, the onion, the chicken stock, a little bit of parmesan cheese, some lemon zest, and yeah, that's going to be super fucking tasty. And I think adding some parmesan around the mozzarella balls is going to be absolutely divine. So this recipe says that it makes 18. I'm hoping that Rachel kind of wakes up off the sofa and can have a taste of them. So I'm probably going to deep fry maybe... how many am I going to deep fry? I think I'm going to do 4 or 5 tonight. And then that should leave 13 for dinner tomorrow. So I'll probably... Actually, 13 is not very divisible by 2, is it? Maybe I'll do 6 for tonight and leave 12 for tomorrow, or something similar to that. Hot tub stream. Yeah, no, we're gonna do a hot tub stream for you, Drunken Master. I know that you really want to see me in a hot tub. So the rice is starting to cook and absorb all of this really delicious liquid. So I think we can, at this stage, maybe just like... It says add it ladle by ladle. But I'm not going to get a ladle out. I'm just going to add like another kind of... another sort of slosh of liquid, and it's all gonna absorb really well. So I almost feel like half Italian at the moment, but it is bubbling really well, isn't it, Matty by the sea? So we've got some wine, Scott. We've got a beer, so that's going to really help us. How hot is the hot tub? I think it's hot enough to cook rice. That's how hot it is. I know that if you stir like normal rice, it kind of all disintegrates. But I know risotto rice and paella rice, it's kind of slightly different. It kind of stays a bit more firm. I suppose they're kind of meaty grains, that type of thing. So I suppose while I'm waiting for the rice to cook, I'm actually going to grate 150 grams of parmesan. Now, how big is this parmesan? 200 grams. So literally, I need to grate almost all of it. So I'm going to grate almost all of this parmesan. And that is going to make it really super tasty. Xanadu, good evening, how are you? Welcome to tonight's edition of Snack Attack. Now, this is our... we could do maybe like an Italian kind of... Well, I don't know whether we can. Well, there's going to be a lot of rice. Do you think that's too much cheese, do you? Do you think I should do less cheese? Maybe I'll do less. That's probably better. I'm going to go... Well, I don't know whether to go with the recipe or whether to go with Drunken Master. Seems a bit cheesy. Parmesan's quite strong, is it? Okay, shall we go for 100 grams instead of 150? I'm just going to break it in half, something like that. Okay, so we're going to go for this much, and I've got this much left. So it's about a third, actually. So what's a third of that? About 60 odd grams. That probably sounds a bit better, doesn't it, Drunken Master? Oh, look at that. I need to That is absorbing like the liquid really well. I'm just going to whack in another ladle of liquid. There you go. Perfect. Okay. But then, if you were making a carbonara, I'd definitely almost put all of that cheese in. You're not the biggest cheese fan. It is going to be very rich. I do like Parmesan cheese, to be honest. So I think I might whack a little bit more in. I might just whack a little bit more in. Because I know that Rachel likes, I know that she likes Parmesan cheese. And you guys can tell me when we get to taste division whether or not it was too much. I'm going to go for about, yeah, I'm going to just go for about half of the block. It smells great. Oh, have we got smell-o-vision on? Knight never told me that we've got smell-o-vision working. Okay, let's give that a stir. So I don't want it sticking and burning into the pan. I am supposed to put 1.2 litres of stock in. I've only got 900 mils. So I can add a little bit of water or a little bit of wine. Right, I'm going to put another ladle of stock in. That was quite a big ladle of stock. Beautiful. And then, I know it's really fucking hot at the moment, like really, really fucking hot. Mozzie, good evening, how are you? Yeah, ciao to Carlo. Hopefully Carlo's going to approve of my Italian cooking here tonight. You know, that looks like it's cooking pretty well, Mozzie. How are you feeling? Because I know you were feeling a little bit sort of coldy earlier on in the week. So I hope you feel, hope you're feeling better now, dude. Oh, Carlo's here. Oh, what, with you in sunny West Midlands? Oh, nice. Nice. Hello Carlo, how you doing, man? I'm here. We're making arancini tonight, so I hope that I don't balls it up. The recipe that I've got off the internet, West Midlands. Is it not the West Midlands? I thought it was West Midlands. Oh, Birmingham's West Midlands. I suppose you're I don't know where you are, to be honest. Don't know where you are. So that is cooking really, really nicely. What does I need? Lemon zest. That's what I need. I've got some unwaxed lemons here because in the shops they sell like waxed lemons and they also sell unwaxed lemons. So I don't think we wanted a load of waxing on dinner. But yeah, Carlo, you'll have to tell me. What you kind of think of this once I've cooked it. So I need it to absorb all of that liquid and be like really super tasty. How much of this lemon shall I put in? Maybe I'll go for, how much does it say? Oh, 1 lemon fully zested. Right, that's the whole lemon then. That's easy peasy. That's easy peasy. You just want to take off the yellowness of the lemon. I think tomorrow night, being that it's Friday, I might make some cocktails. Yeah, it's going to be actually tomorrow night's dinner, Scott. So once I've made them and coated them in breadcrumbs, I'm going to just leave them in the fridge overnight, and then tomorrow, all we've got to do is fry them up or deep fry them, should I say. I don't think it matters too much if you lightly fry them. So that's my lemon, nicely zested. I just want to give the rice another stir and make sure that it doesn't stick to the bottom. So yeah, no, you're right, Big Toe Dan. It is kind of sticky, sticky rice puddings. Yeah, no, I'm on it, Scott. I'm on it. It's still pretty good. Still pretty good. So yeah, I think that's. I'm gonna put that lemon in the fridge, and I'll make something with that tomorrow, like some cocktails. I think maybe at this stage, Jelly Bean. What I'm going to do is just keep a real eye on it, because I don't want it to burn to the bottom, and I don't want to what don't I want to do? I don't want to fuck it really. Maybe a spatula was a wrong idea. Maybe I should have used like a wooden spoon or something. But no. It's all looking pretty good. I think the rice is quite hard, so I'm going to just put another dollop of our stock in it. I think at this stage it is kind of bit by bit, just to get the texture just about right. We want to be able to form these into nice balls. Yeah, no. It's got a bit of firmness to the rice. I'm going to turn that down actually, just a fraction, just so that it doesn't burn too much. You know, we've got loads of time to play with tonight. So it's probably better that. Oh, that tastes really good actually. I'm going to turn that down just a fraction more because. So yeah, on Monday I just really was so disorganised, what with travelling and everything at the weekend, that I didn't stream on Monday. And Tuesday was a mega parcel day. So being that I cheated you guys out of a couple of days of streaming, we can afford tonight on Snack Attack just to go a little bit extra. And I think it's going to be worth it. I think it's definitely going to be worth it. Carlo, how are these looking? Are these looking how you would imagine them to look at this stage? Looking quite starchy, so might almost be there. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I tasted one of the rice grains, and it's still got a bit of firmness in the middle, Cherry. But no, you're right. I think literally. We are probably about there. I'm just going to turn it right down because I want it to absorb all of this liquid. And then I'm going to stir the cheese into it as well. But no, that looks like if I was going to serve a risotto, that is exactly probably the texture, or was it texture or I don't think it's texture that we're going for. It's about the right sloppiness that I want it to be. But no, it looks actually like it is coming together pretty good, Cherry. So I just need to make sure that I don't overcook it. No, you're totally right. Consistency. Yeah, no, that's right, Anna. It's about the right consistency if I was going to serve it as a risotto. But I think we want to kind of dry it. Or not dry it, but we want it to be more dry than anything else so that we can form it into the balls. And I think as well, if it's too sloppy, the balls are just going to fall apart. So I think it's a fine line between being too sloppy and being too dry. The consistency. That's right. See, Anna is an expert. Mrs. Jungles is totally right. Oh, nearly spilt my beer everywhere. Nearly spilt my beer everywhere. So, you know, I think that's actually, that is actually looking pretty good at this stage, Anna. What do we reckon in chat? Is this kind it's kind of sitting nicely in a lump, isn't it? So I think, you know, we are very, very, very close to it being perfect. Let me just try this rice, make sure it's not undercooked. Yeah, no, Matt. Oh, wow, that is really good, actually. I think that is probably exactly as we want it. I'm going to give it just one more minute because we're going to add the cheese. The cheese is going to melt into it. But I think actually at this stage, that is exactly probably, you know, if I get another spoon, could it, or let me get 2 spoons, could I form it into a ball and it stay in a ball? And it's probably a little bit, the consistency is probably still a little bit runny at the moment. So I just want to kind of get rid of a little bit more of that water, or the cooking juices. But it will continue to absorb some liquid as it's cooling. But no, that does look really good. It does look really good at the moment. I'm quite impressed actually how good it is at this stage. I was kind of almost expecting a disaster to be imminent right at the beginning. But yeah, no, it is. It is actually. It is actually probably perfect. And I think once I've rolled the rice balls in a bit of flour, the flour's going to absorb some of the liquid as well. And I don't think you want it to be too dry, otherwise it's just going to be... Do you know what? I think we're probably literally... Let me see what the recipe says. Add the remaining stock ladle at a time until it absorbs all the liquid, stirring until the rice is cooked through. This should take about 20-25 minutes. Stir in the parmesan and lemon and season to taste. Well, actually, the taste... I don't think we actually need any salt, but I'm going to put a little bit of pepper in. I should have maybe have done that in the pestle and mortar. Okay, so that's a little bit of pepper. I think we're kind of we're actually there. I'm going to turn the heat off now because it will continue. Yeah, no, I think actually that is. I think that, you know, it's forming quite a nice shape where, I don't know whether you can quite see that in chat, but where I've stirred it, it's kind of keeping the shape of the pan. And I suppose now, if I do shape it, yeah, no, they're looking like that would stay as a nice ball. I'm just gonna give that another stir. Yeah, and I think we're there, Anna. I think we are there, actually. Right, I'm just gonna cook it for another minute. Just gonna cook it. Right, let's see what's going on in chat. Jay's chef. I'm far from a chef, Knight, but you know, no, it won't be like the oatcakes at all, Scott. It won't be like the oatcakes at all. I think actually. Yeah, and I think that's good. It's kind of, it is getting really quite sort of thick now. Yeah, I think that'll be okay actually. And as it gets cold, it'll be perfect. Right, I'm going to leave the heat on just while we stir the parmesan and the lemon in. Beautiful. So I didn't put all of the parmesan in that they said in the recipe, but I put in about half. Oh, that's looking really good actually now. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, that's looking pretty good. It's looking very, very, very good. So, what do we have to do next then? Okay, so I'm going to cool it. I've got a glass dish. I think that would be... I think that's going to be perfect. I think that would be perfect. Yeah, and I think as it cools, actually, the cheese is going to kind of keep it together a little bit. Let's have a taste of it now. It's got the pepper and the lemon in. And I really need Carlo, and I really need Purple Haze in chat. 'Cause I know they're both Italian. Right, I'm going to just try this. See where we're going. Oh yeah. That is perfect. That is absolutely... The lemon. Oh, the lemon just gives it that really nice kind of lemony bitness. And the Parmesan... I think you're right, Drunken Master. I think the whole block of Parmesan would have been way too much. And whereas at the moment, that's actually got a nice chicken flavour. It's got a nice cheesy flavour. It's got a little bit of lemon in there. And the black pepper... Oh, yeah. I'm like the DJ version of what do you call her? Delia. Okay, I'm gonna turn it off. I've got my glass dish out earlier because I know that if we keep it in this saucepan, it's just gonna stay really fucking hot for ages. I'd love to be here all night cooking, but I think we're just going to spoon it now into the glass dish to cool a little bit. Okay, that is our cheesy, chickeny, risotto-y, risotto-y, lemony, cheesy, chickeny, risotto rice. That pan can just go there to soak. So I'm just going to spread, can you see? I'm just going to spread it out a little bit so that it's going to cool quicker. You know, rice does cool quite quickly in any case, but that is our risotto rice, and I think we've had a really good effort there. And just to doubly make sure, if I get a spoon and kind of make this into a bit of a ball, I think actually that'd be alright. Once I've coated it in a bit of flour, that's going to hold its shape pretty well. Can you see that? It's kind of pretty good, and you know I can tip it around, and yeah, no, I think that's probably perfect actually at this stage. I'm quite happy with that. Quite happy with that. So it's not dry as fuck, Drunken Master. This is perfect. So that is our rice. Currently going cold. That's not going to be dry as fuck, I'm telling you for now that is perfect. It's actually, I'm just going to try this a little bit here. Yeah, the rice has still got a little bit of firmness in the middle. What do you mean I'm doing it all wrong, Carlo? What do you mean I'm doing it all wrong? Why am I doing it wrong, Carlo? I'm just following the recipe. All I needed was a little bit of help, Carlo. And you come into chat right when I've made the risotto, and yeah, you're telling me that it's all wrong, but it tastes good, Carlo. So I'm going with the taste. So that's going to cool quite nicely. While we're cooling that, do you think I should really have a swear jar? How would you do it? Well, the recipe, right? The recipe says once you've cooked the risotto, spread the risotto out in a lipped tray. And it's not as lipped as maybe it could be, but it's good enough to cool. And then step 2 says scoop the cooled risotto into 18 equal portions. They should be slightly larger than a golf ball. No, I'm going to deep fry them. That's what it says. So step 2, Carlo, says scoop the cooled risotto into 18 equal portions. They should be slightly larger than a golf ball. Flatten the risotto ball in your hand and put a piece of mozzarella in the centre. Then enclose the cheese and rice and roll it into a ball. Repeat it over all 18. I've got to wait for it to cool, Carlo, because I can't do it while it's fucking hot. So it says spread into a tray and leave it to cool, and it's going to cool quite nicely. It's cooling. It's a bit hot, but it will cool. Okay, Mozzie, I'm going to have another bit of beer because I think that I'm doing all right at the moment, Carlo. I know that I did need an Italian in chat. I know Carlo's 100%. Actually, Carlo's like 121% Italian. It needs pineapple. You're probably right, Mozzie. At this stage, I think a little bit of pineapple would actually make this actually perfect. So, Carlo, right? It says once it's flattened, you put the mozzarella balls into the centre, and then we need flour and eggs and some. Right, let me move on to stage 2. Stage 2. This is where Carlo really starts shaking his head. We're going to move you over here now, Carlo, onto this plate. What I've got is, what have I got? Oh, I've got this, and I've got these. So you don't actually need to be looking at that plate right now. You need to be looking at me. It's a bit tight under there. Let's move you back over onto this side of the kitchen. I think you enjoy it over here a little bit more. Oh yeah, no, it's perfect over here. Okay, so Carlo, what I'm going to do is I've got these little mozzarella balls here that you'll see how big they are. They're probably the size of the end of my thumb. So what I was going to do is I was going to get 18 of these little balls out. And I've got some of this prosciutto ham. So I was going to wrap the balls in just a little bit of that ham. So that ham is really, really, really delicious. You know what that ham's like, Carlo. No, Big Toe Dan, the kitchen isn't cluttered. It's just a little bit. I've just got all my utensils out. So I was going to wrap the mozzarella balls in the prosciutto ham, and then when we wrap it in the rice, it's just going to be absolutely delicious. And then once it's got its crispy, I'm cheating tonight. I've got all ready-made breadcrumbs. Normally I'd make my own breadcrumbs, but I think these breadcrumbs are going to be perfect. So once we've made it into a ball, we're going to coat it in a little bit of plain flour, then we're going to coat it in a little bit of egg, and then we're going to roll it in the breadcrumbs, and that is going to be perfect. Carlo is probably, he's probably thinking, that Englishman, he's doing it all wrong. Maybe Carlo should teach us how to make arancini. What did I put in the rice? Okay, in the rice, I started off frying a little bit of onion, a little bit of garlic, and then I coated the risotto rice. I've got this rice, Carlo, a Borio risotto rice. I coated the rice in a little bit of the oil and the onion and this, that and the other. And then I put in 150 ml of dry white wine. I waited for the rice to absorb some of the wine. And then I... Wait. And then I put in some chicken stock, some of this chicken stock. We've been cooking it. I've got a little bit left as well. So I've just been cooking it until the rice is fully cooked. And right at the end, I put in a little bit of Parmesan cheese and a little bit of lemon zest. Do you know what, Carlo? I'm going to have another taste just to make sure. Yeah, it's good. It's really good. I am absolutely sure that it's the right type of rice because it says on my recipe there, risotto rice. It might be the wrong rice. It might be the wrong rice, Carlo, but I'm only following the recipe. I'm only following the recipe. And if it all goes wrong, then it's just going to be a ricey mixture. It's just going to be a ricey mixture. Okay, so what we need to do at this stage is I'm going to open my mozzarella balls. Yeah, no, I am going to blame Carlo because I've been trying to ring Carlo like, oh shit, that squirts. Do you remember the Surströmming? It was exactly like that. Sorry, I've just got to wipe this up. The Surströmming did a little squirt like that. That fucking stunk. That like stunk to high heaven. It was the worst smelling stuff ever in the whole history of I'm going to empty some of that liquid out because it's just like spilling everywhere. Okay. The rice, it says it needs to be cool enough to handle, and at this stage it is cooling quite nicely in this tray. So yeah, no, that's fine. The gangster's my daughter. She's obviously looking for something to eat. So let's get you down here onto the rice balls. Not the rice balls, the mozzarella balls. So these are quite nice sizes. And I think they're going to be perfect. I want 18 of those apparently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, you can have those if you want. They're just mini. Okay, so thank you, Carlo. You know, I'm just going to give this a bit of a. Oh, look at that! Oh, that is perfect now. It's actually getting a lot thicker now. It's going cooler. So now that's good. I think that's what we need to do is just stir it a little bit, just to get a little bit of coolness in it. I think in the ideal world, I would probably put that in the fridge for, oh, shall I put it? No, I won't put it in the fridge now. It'd be too hot. I think in the ideal world, you'd probably leave that to cool for maybe an hour or a couple of hours. So I've actually at this stage got the seal of approval from Carlo. Now, Carlo, the recipe doesn't say to use prosciutto ham, but I thought that, you know, if I wrap these little balls in a little bit of ham and then coat the balls in the rice, it's just going to give it that extra kind of bit of flavour as you bite into it. It might be totally the wrong thing to be doing, but Personally, I think that it's just going to give it that extra kind of bit of flavour that we want. Okay, I'm not going to use whole sheets of ham. What I'm going to do is I'm going to it's going to fall apart really, this ham. I just want to kind of just kind of give it a little bit of a coat. So, you know, it doesn't matter that it's all fallen into like these little bits, because all I'm going to do is kind of wrap it around something similar to that. That is my, I don't know if I can do this. So we're going to run with it. Okay, so Carlo's gone. Carlo says that we can't use this ham. But do you know what? Pineapple ham and pineapple pizza. It's good. You know, Carlo's tried it. He knows that it's good. That needs a bit of trimming. In actual fact, that needs cutting in half totally. So I think actually what I've learned is we need like lots of thin strips of ham just going around it. Perfect, just like that. This one here is oh, I'll just eat that bit. That'd be fine. So yeah, I think it's like you need like thin strips, so you can kind of almost roll it into an over, just like that. But you know, Carlo might be right. Maybe I don't. Maybe the mozzarella is going to be offended by the ham, but I don't know. I think it's a good idea. It might be the wrong. Maybe I'll do half with and half without. But that's all I'm doing is I'm just putting a little bit over the balls. It's wasting a little bit of time while the rice goes cooler. No, I think it's a good move actually, Carlo. That bit I can eat. That bit I think is good enough to wrap and pack. So yeah, no, I think we're doing well, Carlo. I think we're good. I love this ham so much. You know what I'm going to have for breakfast tomorrow, don't you? I need Carlo back to tell me exactly what I'm doing wrong. Okay, so what do you reckon? No, I'm not having Cocoa Pops for breakfast. I think I'm gonna have bread and ham. I'm gonna have bread, ham, and a bit of cheese. Yeah, no, I'm happy with this. I'm really happy with this. I thought it was going to be an absolute nightmare. This ham is the best ham in the world. Anyone who eats a bit of ham on. Just absolutely delicious. I love it. Okay, so the ham actually comes on these nice little plastic sheets. So I'm going to pull this sheet off here. Perfect, look at that. Oh no. Let's give those a quick wipe. Yeah, I think think Carlo's going to be so happy with what I'm doing here. He actually just phoned me to give me the seal of approval. Oh, that's fallen all to bits. So if it falls to bits, just eat it. It's fine. Absolutely. Don't fall on the floor again. Let me, oh, that's probably a better way of doing it. That is the way to do it, Freddie. Just rip it all off in one. And then wrap your balls in ham. Yeah, no, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. It could be a lot worse. It definitely could be a lot worse. I can't believe Carlo phoned me. It's like, no, what are you doing, DJ? But I think we're doing all right. Need to get this bit off. So hopefully by the time we've wrapped all of these balls up, the rice is going to be at a handling temperature that's not going to burn the fuck out of my hands. I'll tell you what, we could also get the flour and the egg and the breadcrumbs ready for a bit of flouring and a bit of egging. No, that's looking good. That's looking good, Anna. It is looking really good. Right, let's have a look. Carlo's back. You are... The one you are using is the best to be eaten fresh. Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Well, it's an experiment, Carlo. I've never made these before. I do like this ham. I like this ham a lot. And I just thought that it'd be okay. And I do apologise, Carlo, that I am probably ballsing up one of the easiest Italian dinners ever. But I just think that a little bit of ham in the middle is just going to be like a magical surprise for everyone. Okay. So the last one, Carlo. I'm really, really sorry that I had to do this. Right, there we go. That is our ham wrapped balls. I like both of them, Drunken Master. I like both of them. I really like both of them. Okay, right, that's going to go back in the fridge. And that is breakfast for tomorrow. Let's feel this. You know, that feels like it's getting really cool now, so that's good. I'm just going to put this to the side. Don't need that for the time being. And then we need, what do we need? We need probably 3 dishes. We're going to need one for a bit of plain flour, because once the balls are made, we want to roll them in a bit of flour. So that's the flour. Yeah, no, Carla, you know, I don't know whether it's the right thing or whether it's the wrong thing, dude. That bowl has got some stuff in it, I don't know what it is, and that bowl's clean. We need the breadcrumbs. We're going to go, this is what we've got some breadcrumbs here. I'm going to stick the breadcrumbs in. Well, actually, let's put the breadcrumbs in. So I'm going to want to roll the balls a little bit, aren't I? Then I'm going to put the breadcrumbs in this big tray here. So that's my breadcrumbs. And then in this dish, so it's going to go flour, egg. We've got some fresh chicken eggs here. 1, 2. I think 2 eggs should be enough to coat the balls. Cool. And I'm just going to whip, right, okay, so the flour gives the flour sticks to the rice, the egg sticks to the flour, and then the breadcrumbs stick to the egg. To the egg. So that is what we've got here. A bit of beaten egg. Look at the colour of this. It's really, really, really golden, isn't it? And then I'll probably need a plate to put the... Right, let me see if I can organise you a little bit better. So, okay. That's going to be the best view that I can give you. Okay, whip it until it's foamy. No, I can't. Right, that should be all in focus. Right. So this has got to be divided into 18. So if that is half, I need 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's okay. So that's just giving me a rough idea of what I want to be doing. Is it? Yeah, no, that's okay. That's okay, Carlo. Right. I think at this stage I'll get a baking tray, and I'm gonna divide the rice into. Let's just give that a bit of a dry. I'm gonna divide the rice first into 18 equal sized balls. So maybe I don't need this here at the moment. Let's put that just over here. So we're going to divide this into 18 equalish portions and just put it on the tray. So that's 1. They said just a little bit bigger than golf balls. That's 2. 3. 4. Are you watching? Let me do the camera a bit better for you. 5. Okay, so that's what I'm doing at the moment. I'm dividing this into 18-ish equally portions. 6, 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. Yeah, that's probably worked out. That's probably worked out about right. 17, and this will be 18. So this one here probably wants to be a bit bigger. That one there probably wants a little bit extra. Don't. Well, actually, yeah, you can copy me because I think we're doing all right. Actually, I think we're doing all right. Carlo's now thinking, oh, actually, he's actually doing not too bad a job. So that is that. That's that. And this one is going to be our first ball that we're going to make. Okay. Right, Carlo, I'm going to need to put the balls on another tray. I don't know whether I should do it on a baking tray. Right, let me just put this over here for a temporary. This Ticken is where the tray is. I hope Ticken's still here. This is where Ticken, the rusty trays come into play. There you go, Ticken, one rusty tray for you. I'm going to get that tray and just put a layer of greaseproof paper onto here. And that is going to be perfect. There you go, Ticken. That's going to be perfect. Right, so I'm going to get, how are we going to do this? I'm going to put you guys over here. The finished articles can go just there. Then I need my flour and my egg back. Yeah, no, yay for the tray, yay for the tray. So I think we're kind of, I'm going to move this. It's all about preparation now. It's all about making sure that we've got enough room. I'm hoping that I've got enough beer. Yeah, plenty of beer. Okay. So, the first rice ball is coming out of this tray here. You can't see me grab it, but oh, the rice is perfect temperature for handling now. Okay, so this is my, let me put you down just a fraction. Okay, so this is my first rice ball. I'm going to make it into a bit of a, look at that, that's holding its shape perfect. Right, I'm going to flatten it out a little bit and make a hole in the middle. I'm going to grab one of my mozzarella and ham balls and poke it just right in the middle. And then I'm going to fold it up around the edge. And I'm going to give it a bit of a squeeze. Oh, perfect, look at that, Carlo. So now I've got no holes in the rice balls. I'm going to roll it in a little bit of flour just to take the stickiness away. Oh, actually, I might do this in stages. No, I won't. Yeah, well, I'm going to put that into there. Okay, that's how we're going to do it. We're going to do it in stages. I'm going to get this one, make a hole in the middle, just like that. Going to get my little mozzarella and my ham, stick it right dead in the centre and just fold it over until it's right dead in the centre. Give it a squeeze and it's all kind of together in a nice ball. It's going to go into the flour and there we have it. There we have it. Perfecto. Two. How is this looking, Carlo? How is this looking? There's our third ball with a hole in the middle, mozzarella and ham right into the centre, and yeah, close it up over the top. And these are looking, I'm impressed actually that we've got this far, Matty, and you know, we're cooking on gas, so that's the third one. This is going to be number 4. Get it into sort of a bally shape, hole definitely right into the middle. Again, there's a hole, the mozzarella balls going just in there with our little bit of ham, and then we're just going to close it up over the top, just like that. Just like that. Okay. So that is then going into the... you know what, Kaz? I thought that it was going to be too sloppy, but as it's cooled, it's actually really, really taken quite a nice solid, shape actually. So there's... I don't think you have to really get these bits into balls as such, but as long as it goes in just like that, close the top over. Once it's closed over, I'm kind of giving it a bit of a squeeze to make sure that all the rice sticks together, rolling it a bit in my hand, and then it just goes into the flour, just a bit like that. There we have it. Another rice ball. So can you see them on the tray? Let me give you a quick look. That's what we're getting so far. Carlo is now thinking DJ is a fucking genius. Yes, Carlo, I am a genius. I am half Italian. So this one goes just in there, just a little bit like that. And again, close it over the top. Give it a bit of a squeeze, a bit of a roll, and into the flour. Into the flour, yeah. I don't know what that means, Carlo. I'm guessing that it means really fucking good. Guessing that it means really good. So again, make it sort of a little bit bally, open the middle up. Pick your mozzarella, stick it in the middle. My hands are getting really sticky from the flour, so I think my next ball, I'm actually going to wash my hands before we go any further, just to get all the stickiness away. Maybe that's the wrong thing to do. Oh, bad? What do you mean bad? These are good, Carlo. These are good. These are good. You're only saying that they're bad because I've put ham in the middle. Right, there we go. Make that into a bit of a ball. Oh, is it bad? No, I think these are. I think these are good, Carlo. I think that. I think these are perfect, actually. I would be happy to be eating one of these, and actually we are going to eat these. So that goes into the flour. Give it a nice bit of a crunch. Next time, try Spam. I could try Spam next time. So yeah. I think we're doing well. Nice little bit of a hole in the middle. These mini mozzarella pearls are perfect for this job. And then just close it over the top, just like that, Carlo. And give it a good old squeeze. Then into the flour again, just to... We'll have to have a phone call, Carlo, and work out where. Do you know what? These are. I've tasted the rice so far, and I think that we're onto a winner. Okay. Nice little hole in the middle. Get my next ball in there, just like that, and close the top. There you go. All done and dusted. I'll give you another demo in a minute. Into my flour. Give it a good old squeeze to kind of take the ball shape. Oh yeah, definitely. You know, Jelly Bean, I know Carlo's kind of shaking his head at this stage and sort of going, DJ, you've really fucking let the side down now. But do you know what? It's my first time ever making it. It was my first time eating them, actually, at the weekend, and they were really good. I think for my first time, I haven't done too bad. That one's a bit of a balls up. But that one's going in the flour. That one is perfect. A bit of flour that side. Thank you, Cherry. Thank you, Cherry. I think that I'm not doing too bad at this stage, Cherry. They're turning out to be better than what I first imagined. I've kind of first imagined that they were all going to fall apart and it was going to be a complete disaster. So, for any of you that have joined just now, we're making a hole in the rice. We're going to grab our little balls of Parma ham wrapped mozzarella, stick it right in the middle, and then just kind of fold it over. You can be quite rough at this stage. I do need to wash my hands after this one. And then just squeeze it together to kind of form the ball into the flour, and roll it around, get it to really go bally. I'm not washing my hands. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to get the skank off. It's not really skank. It's just like sort of flour and risotto flavour and yeah. Okay, so we've got our rice, just a kind of a ball. We're going to make a hole with the finger. The mozzarella goes just inside it like that. And then we're going to fold it just over the top and form it into a ball, just like that. Yeah, that's right, Scott. You've got to get the skank off. Roll it in the flour. Just give it a bit of a roll, bit of a squeeze. Perfect, onto the tray. Now, I know that in the restaurant they wouldn't make these. So they're probably going to make these in the morning or something like that. And then when a DJ comes into the restaurant, they're just going to get, I don't know, 4 out of the fridge, 5 out of the fridge, deep fry them, and that'd be perfect. So yeah, again, just form it over the top. Give it a bit of a squeeze to form it into a ball. And into the flour. And give it a good old squeeze, just like that. Perfect. Okay. I'm getting good at this now. So, hole in the middle. Get your mozzarella and ham into the centre. Or centre. It doesn't really matter, I suppose, if it's off centre. Get your rice to kind of almost coat it all. And then roll it in your flour. Perfecto. How come I've got 2 balls left, but 3 of those? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I can't count. Okay, so it's fine. It really is fine. So again, kind of ball it, hole in the middle. Get one of your mozzarella and hammy bits, stick that in. There you go. No, I can't count. It would appear that I can't. Make it into a ball, flour it, and then we're almost ready to breadcrumb it. So I'm going to use this same tray to store them overnight in the fridge. And that is going to be my dinner tomorrow, Carlo. So that's the last ball. Here we go. This one's a bit of a small one, so it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine, absolutely fine. I'm going to use this small one there. Whack it in. So that's what I've done. It's in the middle. We're going to fold the top over and then give it a good old squeeze. I can send you one night if you want. I'll send it through the post. Into the flour, and that is perfect. Okay. That can go on the tray. So that one's going to go into DJ's mouth. That can go for washing up because it's wet. Just going to get that bit of, we call this in the trade skank. I'm going to get the skank off my fingers. And I don't need that flour anymore. So that can go in the bin. Right, I need a plate. So I'm gonna cook. I think Rachel's awake. Do you want to try some of these balls? When they're cooked in about 15 minutes or so. Okay, so yeah, Rachel's going to try this. So right, I'm going to do 4. Maybe I'll do 4 for tonight, and then I've got these for dinner tomorrow. And I think, yeah, these will be perfect for dinner tomorrow. So, now they've all been coated in flour, I'm going to just put them into the egg. The egg will stick to the thing, and then I'm just going to roll it in the breadcrumbs. Perfect. And that is one for tonight. This one is going to go into the egg as well. Roll it all around. And then into the breadcrumbs and just give it a good old breadcrumbing. Cool. There you go, that's 2. And this one, and just roll it into the breadcrumbs just like that. How we going, Carlo? Are these looking good? I'll show you how we're going in a minute. Into the egg. Get the egg off. Into the breadcrumbs and give it just a nice roll around. Can you see? Yeah, you can. Cool. That's good. That's good. So I'm going to have 4 for tonight, and then the rest of these are going to be for dinner tomorrow. Oh, we've done Scotch eggs. We've done Scotch eggs, Neil. You might be able to find them on my YouTube channel. Carlo, wait until you've tasted these. These are going to be absolutely amazing. So this one's going on the tray for tomorrow. That one wants to go into the egg. You've got to remember, Carlo, this is my first time making these. And I think that I've done all right tonight. You know, I think that we're you know, it could have been a lot worse. It could have been a lot worse, that's for sure. You can have some of the leftover mozzarella, Scott. I'm going to eat the Parma ham. So there you go. That's another ball there. They do look good, don't they, Cherry Page? You know, we're trying to live up now to Carlo's Italianness. But to be honest, I am really happy with what I've made, and I will show you exactly in a minute how I'm doing. So I'm not the best cook in the world, okay? I'm not the best cook in the world. But what I'm trying to kind of do with Snack Attack is kind of, prove that, someone with very little skills in the kitchen, we can knock out some really good quality, super tasty snacks. So that one's good. These are good. These are really good, Carlo. Really, really, really good. So yeah, they're rolling around in the breadcrumbs. And it doesn't matter that it just doesn't matter that they don't look as good as As Carlo's. Remember, guys, keep a lookout for Carlo's channel because he's going to be showing us exactly how to make arancini next week. So I don't know the date that he's going to be doing this cooking show, but please do give Carlo a follow. Can we give Carlo a shout out? Thank you, Mr. Frilly. Go and give Carlo a follow and join his Discord because next week Carlo is going to be showing us exactly how to make arancinis, and I'm going to be tuning in myself because I really want to learn because, you know, I feel that I've done him an injustice. So it will be really good to catch up with Carlo next week in his cooking stream. That is right, Jelly Bean. Arancini a la DJ. I've tasted the risotto, and the risotto tasted good, Jelly Bean. The rest of it is just yeah. These are fantastic, Jelly Bean. You wait till we've fried them up, and I activate Taste Division. But please do go and give Carlo a follow because I think we're all going to enjoy the Italian stallion making some arancini next week. And do you know what? He might even teach us how to make tiramisu or something like that at the same time. So yeah, look out for that stream. It'll be advertised in his Discord. So I'm really not sure what day of the week it's going to be. But yeah, no, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. And this little baby one as well. Okay, so for the last one, I'm just going to give it a really good coating. So yeah. That is, let me wash my hands and then I'll show you exactly where we are on the tray. No, I'm impressed with those. Right, let me just get that off and then I'll wash my hands. And then we can get on to, we're literally almost finished. I told you it was going to be a long snack attack tonight, just a little bit of an extended version. But I think, you know, Jelly Bean, we've kind of got there, haven't we? We have literally, we've literally almost got success. Almost. So that's my little handies, all nice and clean. Are you ready? Can we have a drum roll in chat, please, Scott? Because this is what I've made. So at the moment we've got 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. I've got 13 arancinis for tomorrow. I think I'm going to serve them with maybe an arrabbiata sauce, something like that. So we could just sort of dip them in or something like that, and a little bit of herb salad or something. So these are what we've made. I'm going to put them over there because we're going to have a look at these just a little bit later. I don't need this anymore, so that can come over this side of the kitchen. But what do you reckon, Carlo? What do you reckon? Okay, so these are the 4 that I'm going to make tonight. That one's peeled. It's got a little bit peeling off. I think that's actually just a bit of flour and things. So these are the 4 that I'm going to cook. What do I need? I need probably this pan be. That pan will probably be big enough for the oil. Yeah, I think that'd be alright. Yeah, what do you reckon, Rob? You know, this is my first time making arancinis. I think if you were served those as they are, they're looking pretty good. Let me zoom you in for a little bit while I fill the oil up. There you go. What do you reckon of that? I reckon they're looking pretty good. Let me get some oil. Okay, so that's probably plenty of oil. And I'm going to reuse this oil for tomorrow. So they're the arancinis. Let me put the oil on. We just need that to come up to... yeah, no, I'm going to deep fry them now because it's just going to crisp. You know, I don't have to cook them because the rice has already been cooked. The Parmesan is good to eat as it is. The mozzarella is good to eat as it is. So at this stage, Matty by the Sea, they just need to be warmed through, and the breadcrumbs need to sort of go a nice golden colour. I haven't got any kitchen roll to soak the oil up. Oh, that's a bit disappointing. So I'm going to use this ladle for lowering them in. Because I think if I chuck them in, there's going to be a bit of oil spillage somewhere. But yeah, no, that's. Let me zoom you out again. We could probably go and have a look at the... let's put your leg down. We can move you over here for the... because you're going to want to watch them cook, aren't you? So that's our... Let me put you back onto these for a moment. Okay, let's have a quick catch up on chat, see what's been going on. So yeah, no, Anna, they do look good, don't they? I know Carlo's a pure 100% Italian. You know, I know that his mum, his aunties, his grandparents, you know, everyone has always given him the best Italian food. The Italian food that I ate in the restaurant the other week was I know what I'm going to use with this. I'm going to use this little bit of blob of kind of breadcrumby dough to put in the oil, see if the oil's hot. So yeah, when I was in the restaurant the other week, they were really fucking good. Mozzie had some of the Jaffa cakes that I made, not last week, well actually I made them last week, but the week before we made Jaffa cakes, and... What do you mean, what I have got, right, this is dinner tomorrow. So tomorrow, we've got all of these for dinner. There's 13 of these. So tomorrow I'm going to serve them with a little bit of arrabbiata sauce and probably a green salad will be perfect. So, you know, as I said, Carlo, we will be tuning in next week for the proper 100% Italian version. And Carlo is going to advertise it in his Discord, so keep a lookout for that. Keep a lookout for that. Right. So yeah, no, 4 balls probably isn't enough, but I've already had dinner. I've actually got some leftover curry in the fridge, so if I do get a little bit hungry later, this isn't dinner. This is a snack. This forms part of Snack Attack. Yeah, no, Zombie Before Sunset, that is enough. That, you know, there's 13 balls there tomorrow. I'm hoping Georgia would join us for a little bit down tomorrow, but the kids can be... actually, I've got... there's 1 piece of chicken in some butter chicken, and then I've got some chicken madras with some garlic rice and a little bit of plain rice. So, yeah, I've got a bit of a snack for later. But yeah, Zombie Before Sunset. Every Thursday at 7:30, I do a cooking show, and we do really super tasty food in under an hour. I know tonight we are, you know, cracking on for 2 hours, and I did say that this was going to be a longer Snack Attack, but I think actually the results that we've kind of got so far, they are looking exactly how I would imagine them to kind of look in the in the fridge, in the restaurant.
DJ Technique in the mix.
Zombie Before Sunset, thank you, dude, for the follow. Welcome to the DJ Technique channel. I get up to loads of stuff on this channel. You know, I'm a variety IRL streamer. You can catch me most days delivering parcels, but we do get out there. The weekend just gone, we were at the Christmas market in Birmingham. I'm just going to chuck this little bit of dough in the pan. Actually, you guys can probably watch it now. We've probably got... okay. The oil's starting to sort of go a bit of a... it's kind of making funny patterns, so I'm just going to drop this bit of kind of breadcrumby dough in, and it's floated to the top, it's starting to bubble. So, you know, I think we're probably getting close to the temperature being good. I have got, there is another little bit of kind of dough falling off of, I might be able to get some actually out of the breadcrumb tray. Yeah, there's a couple of bits in there. So really, you need the oil at this stage to be hot, because if the oil's not hot enough, deep oil pans scare me. Oil pans are fine as long as you don't leave them unattended. At the moment, the gas is on high because I want the oil to get really hot, or not really hot. I want it to get up to temperature, and by chucking a little bit of this breadcrumb in, all you're doing is testing the heat of the oil. If it was too hot, it would just literally instantly burn. But what you're kind of expecting with the breadcrumbs at this stage is about 45 seconds. You want the breadcrumbs to kind of start to turn golden. So I think, you know, that first bit sort of just demonstrates that the oil is getting warm. This next bit, hopefully, we're going to be up to a closer temperature. And the thing is, right, if your pan does catch on fire, I'm not even going to touch the foam, so you know you're going to get some action. That has actually started to go sort of brown and crispy. If my pan does, don't want to drop it back in there. Okay. If my pan does catch on fire, all I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the gas off. I'm going to get my towel here. I'm going to quickly soak it in water. I'm going to fold it in probably half or maybe 3, and then I'm just going to put it over the top of the pan, and that will put the fire out. Okay, so this is my second bit. I've put it in. It's really bubbling quite nicely now. Straight to the top. So I would probably say that the oil's getting up to temperature. Yeah, no, it's definitely looking good. So I'm going to scoop that out. Yeah, and I think that's pretty good actually. If the breadcrumbs and that really start bubbling ferociously, all you've got to do is just turn the pan down a little bit. It's absolutely fine. So at the moment, I think that we are getting up to a good sort of temperature. Okay. I could just throw these in, but the oil's going to splash, and if the oil splashes over the edge, then potentially it can catch fire. So I'm just going to put it on the spoons like this. I'm just going to lower it in. Oh, look at that, that's perfect. This one's going to go in as well. Beautiful. I'm going to keep the gas up high at the moment, because obviously these rice balls are a little bit cold. They're warm, but cold. But as soon as this last one goes in, I'm going to maybe just turn it down a little bit. Because I don't want the oil to get too hot. When the oil gets too hot, you kind of hit that, I think they call it flash point. I should have probably have used a slightly bigger saucepan, to be honest. But there you go. That's what we're kind of waiting for, and you probably want to cook these when I take them out of the fridge tomorrow. I'm going to leave them out for maybe 20 minutes, half hour, just to get up to sort of just to lose a little bit of the chill off the fridge. But you probably want to cook them for maybe 3 to 5 minutes, just until they sort of take on a little bit of colour. See, that's already sort of taking on a nice golden colour. So that's absolutely perfect. Yeah, Zombie Before Sunset rice balls, Arancini. The first time that I've ever made these, and I'm really pleased with the results that I've got. Really pleased. There's not going to be a sauce tonight. I do have sweet chili sauce. Maybe I could try a little bit of sweet chili sauce with them. I've got mayonnaise, tomato ketchup, but tomorrow I'm going to be serving them with a arrabbiata sauce and a salad. So yeah, now these are actually, I'd actually say that these are probably very close to being cooked. I'm going to leave that on for a moment. What I'm going to do is, I haven't got any kitchen roll, is I'm just going to get a tea towel. I'm going to put the tea towel on the plate just to soak up some of the excess oil, because we don't want to be drinking or eating the excess oil. But literally, I think these are done. Yeah, would you say they're done? No, I'll definitely say that they're done. Carlo, what do you think? What do you think? Is this a success or are we still failing? Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, no, they're perfect. I think they are actually done. So I've just turned off the gas, which is probably the most important thing. I'm going to take these out to try and get any excess oil off, and I'm going to put them onto the tea towel just to soak up any excess oil. There you go. Perfecto. I'm going to put that just at the back so we don't spill it, and I know that the gas is off. There you go. This is where we are so far. I'm going to take Rachel in. I'm going to take Rachel in one. Do you want some sweet chili sauce? You don't know? They look a bit like Scotch eggs. They do. But they're just, it's just rice, chicken, mozzarella, a little bit of ham in the middle.
I don't like ham.
It's not even much of a ham, it's like a fingers bit of ham, right?
Sweet. Yeah, I don't like that ham.
They'll be cooked now. Right, let me just take this to your mother. And we are literally, okay, I'm going to just put these on this plate here. You're going to have to come over here to the, okay, so, what? Oh, okay.
It was a solid lump.
Oh, that's fine. Rachel's saying that the mozzarella balls didn't quite melt, but that's not the end of the world. You can always bung them in the oven for another sort of 10 minutes to keep cooking, or definitely melt the mozzarella. Right, Cherry Page, this is where we are. I'm gonna try it with some sweet chili sauce actually, because. So yeah, no, the mozzarella apparently didn't melt in the middle, but that is fine. The mozzarella can be raw. The ham's perfectly fine. So, Zombie Before Sunset, Knight has done some coding for this channel, and we've got Taste Division. Oh, is this the best sweet chili sauce? Oh, okay. Yeah, this is the sweet chili sauce that we're using. Yeah, no, that's probably right. Just lower the heat a little bit, and they will kind of. But I think if I left them in any longer, the breadcrumbs would have burnt. So Knight's done some coding. All I need to do is activate the Taste Division. But that is what we've got in the middle. I'm just going to activate Taste Division. Beep, 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 beep. And lick the screens exactly where the arancini is. This is what you've got. So yeah, unfortunately, the mozzarella hasn't quite melted as I would have wanted, but it's definitely softer. Right, let's have a taste of these and see what they're actually like. Mmm. Yeah, no, the mozzarella isn't melted. It's a bit unfortunate that it's soft. It's kind of almost it's almost there, but no, this is really really good. These are These are really, 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 as I imagine, these are like how they were in the restaurant. Okay, the mozzarella was melted in the restaurant. No, that's right, Jelly Bean. Like I said, I've never made these before. They probably do need a little bit longer in the fryer. But maybe I should just put them in the oven. You know, maybe I should cook them like this and then just put them in the oven for 10 minutes just to sort of stay warm and get that warmth all the way through the centre to melt the mozzarella. Mmm.
Now I'm the king of the swingers, oh, the jungle VIP.
And it's shared. X200.
Anna, thank you so much for the 200. You are absolutely amazing. These are. I think these are a success. I know that we keep bringing up the oatcakes. Yeah, no, the mozzarella just isn't quite melted. I know we keep bringing up the oatcakes. That was a complete failure. But these, tomorrow, with a little bit of arrabbiata sauce, a little bit of salad, these are going to be absolutely amazing. Oh, these are going to be amazing. They are amazing, Anna. You know, the thing is that this show I'm not a professional cook. I do like cooking. And what I'm trying to show everyone is that, you know, we can, you know, with a little bit of wanting to, we can make some really good, look, see, the mozzarella has kind of started to go a little bit gooey. We can make some really delicious kind of restaurant quality food. These are, I think with the sweet chili sauces, really, they make it. They actually do make it. With this last one, Taste Division has charged up again. Knight's worked really hard. Fucking hell. These are really... I think, actually, these are some of the best... I think this is the best thing that we've ever made on Snack Attack. The best thing we have ever made. Yeah, no, I think from start to finish, you know, we've done it in 2 hours tonight, Cherry. Normally snack attack's about an hour, sometimes an hour and a half. But, you know, I don't think 2 hours is that bad, really. I have done a lot of talking. Look at that. Right, let me activate Taste of Vision again. And remember, guys, lick the screen exactly where this is. Hang on a moment. Beep, 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 beep. Right, you've got 20 seconds. Lap some of that up. That is your second blast of 20 seconds. Knight, thank you so much for doing that coding. You know, we're the only channel on Twitch that has Taste of Vision. Do you know what, Zombie? In the beginning, we did have a few problems with Taste of Vision. You know, some people were getting dusty screens. Other people were getting, you know, funny sort of.
Meat in it.
Oh, you didn't like the ham? Some people were getting kind of, you know, funny sort of tastes. But everyone should be getting the perfect Taste of Vision experience now. Yeah, no, we had to do a Mac extension, Happy Hour TV. So, you know, in the end, it's kind of worked out brilliantly. So yeah, I must thank Knight for doing the Taste of Vision extension. These are absolutely, these are absolutely fucking brilliant. I don't know what we're going to be cooking next week. We are getting close to December, so maybe we'll be out next Thursday looking at some Christmas lights or doing something a bit more Christmassy. I was a little bit worried, Rob, actually. In actual fact, I was a lot worried. When Carlo was saying, nope, you're doing it wrong, it's going to be a disaster, I was thinking, oh no. I'm only following the recipe. But I think that we've had a pretty good success tonight. You know, this way outweighs the oatcakes. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, no, you could be right, Cherry Page. Maybe we should go down the mince pie lane. They were absolutely fantastic. I want to thank you guys for tuning in this evening and hanging out. I think that's a success. A big fucking thumbs up. I'm really looking forward to my dinner tomorrow. And I think actually, you could probably freeze those. So, you know, I'm not sure how long they would freeze for. But I definitely think that you could probably put them on a tray, freeze them, and bring them out. I don't think you could cook them from frozen. But I think, yeah, if you defrosted them and, I definitely think that you could freeze them. So yeah, no, please guys, if you like what I did tonight, please have a go at any of the recipes that we've done. We've done sausage rolls, we've done donuts, we've done Jaffa cakes, we've done, we've done loads and loads and loads of stuff. We are going to be revisiting a lot of recipes because they were all super great. I'm going to take you guys into the other room and we're going to find a channel to raid you guys into. I'm thinking that I'll be back tomorrow for some parcel deliveries. Let me just put you down there. I'm going to be back for some parcel deliveries because I'm delivering parcels for 6 days a week at the moment. I'm gonna send you into Virago actually. Virago looks as though he's doing a Rocksmith stream. And you know, Virago's a really good friend of mine. He's another Dutchman. So he would know exactly what lekker is. Please hang around for the raid, and let me go / raid. Vera Aga 496. Oh, they were really, really good. Please do hang around for the raid. When you get into Virago's channel, give him loads and loads and loads of DJ spam. If you haven't got any DJ emotes, just spam any emotes. He's doing a Rocksmith stream. I think you'll really enjoy it. It's a good kind of chill down for a Thursday evening now. I'm going to go and tidy the kitchen. I'm going to crack open another beer. And then I'm probably maybe going to sail the Seven Oceans and collect some gold while I pretend to be a pirate. Aha! If you enjoyed my channel and you're new tonight, please do come back and hang out with me for parcel deliveries tomorrow. It's just a bit of a stream where we can chill, chat, have a listen to the radio. You know, it's just a, you know, it's nothing great. It's just a chill and chat kind of stream. Then we're going to get out and do some more IRL really real soon. I'm going to hit this button, which should mean that the raid is going to load and get ready to go. But please come back. If you liked the Arancini tonight, come back next week. And we're going to make maybe mince pies or something Christmassy. Maybe like some stars with little like bobbly bits on. I don't know. But yeah, you can always guarantee that you never know what you're going to get on this channel. The raid is ready to go. Virago, I think, is ready to entertain you. Please give Virago a follow. Guys, until next week. Actually, until tomorrow, I'm going to see you guys delivering lots of Christmas parcels to everyone. See you later. Oh, got a bit of a bit of Arancini. See you later, guys. Have a good evening. Thanks for hanging.